Hey, this is Brianna Turang. She plays left field for OU softball and also plays soccer, so that makes her an awesome athlete. So we're just going to talk about how her walk with God started and how that's affected her life. So Brianna, where did your walk with God start?
Growing up, I came from a family who was really into God, luckily, and we'd go to church every Sunday. Sometimes I'd show up in my uniform. It was awesome, but I think throughout high school, I kind of was, I guess you could say I was kind of a poser. I wanted to look good. I wanted to be the nice girl and the good girl. And finally in college is when I kind of stepped up and I just said, God, I need you, and I need you now because I don't want to live this life like this.
So we've heard some awesome stories about your teammates really being strong for God. So how does that affect your game, like coming in knowing that you have so many people you can turn to?
Oh, it's awesome. It's so cool because before games, we come together and have like a little Bible study, and usually we invite the other team to come fellowship with us and everything, but having people to lean on when you're having tough times is just awesome. Like, you have someone to talk to, and just having them share their faith as well is just unbelievable. It's so fun to just to get to experience that.
Growing up, like playing on Sundays and everything, did you have like Christian coaches when you were playing before college?
Actually, my dad was my coach growing up for softball, so obviously he was, but once he stopped coaching me, I really didn't have anyone to look up to like that. I had close friends, but that was about it. But once I got to college, Coach Gasso, she's awesome. She always pushes me to be a better person, and obviously a better player, but more so a better person off the field, and just to show people what my foundation is.
Mm-hmm. Do you think it would have been different, or do you think you would have had more fears coming in not knowing that your coach kind of stood in the same way that you did?
Yeah, I think so, because there's sometimes when obviously you're having a tough time, your emotions get a hold of you, and sometimes you just have to stop and pray, and I feel like it's a lot more comforting knowing that your coach is on the same page, and if you're out there trying to like relax and like pray and stuff like that, I think that'd be a little bit more awkward. But yeah, it's so awesome to have her as someone to look up to.
What piece of advice would you give an incoming player, or maybe somebody who's on a team right now but who's kind of afraid to share their faith?
I'd say, for one, I'd say get involved in like people outside of your team, if that's the case. I learned so much joining FCA for our school, and I became part of the leadership team, and I think that has just changed my life in so many ways, because even people on my team can come to me like when they have problems. But I'd say, like I said, I'd say take friends, or get friends that know God and you can talk to, and be able to reach out to people even when you feel like you can't. I heard this saying in a movie, and it said all it takes is 20 seconds of pure courage, and so I've kind of tried to live my life that way, and just know that it takes 20 seconds, and once it's over you feel so much better.
Obviously you're going through an injury right now with a torn calf muscle. How has God affected that? Like, if you didn't have Christ to lean on, do you think the situation would have been different?
I think it would have been so different. I did it last Sunday, and it's my senior year. It's soccer season is so short, so obviously the first thing that crossed my mind was I'm missing pretty much all of my season. I'm missing my senior game, all of that stuff. Luckily, I'm a two-sport athlete, so I'm able to go and play softball once I'm done, but I think it would have been so different, because right when this happened, I just got to my knees and prayed, because it was one of those things that just broke my heart that I was not going to be able to play. My team's actually gone on an away trip right now, and it's hard knowing that I can't be there with them, but I think like God just kind of told me, like, hey, this is how it is, trust in me, because I get something like this, I get an opportunity to come talk to people and share my faith to people, because I can't travel. And so stuff like that, just little things, makes me appreciate it so much more and put more trust in God.
Yeah, definitely. We know He's always working, even when we can't see it. But we really appreciate the time you spent with us, and we're really thankful. Hopefully you're healed really quickly and you can finish your senior season. But thanks again, and we'll see you guys next time.
Thanks.